The river. My earliest recollections of nature are about the river, the Mississippi River, the mighty Mississippi River. In Deepwater Horizon, the oil drill rig blew out and caused a huge oil spill and one of the largest environmental disasters ever in the history of the United States in the Gulf of Mexico. I want to read about the Mississippi River from the book. For the past 40 million years, the Gulf also has been watered by the snowmelt, groundwater, glacial runoff, and rain rolling off the broad middle of North America and into the Mississippi River. Fed by major rivers and lesser tributaries from the Rocky Mountains to the Appalachians, the Mississippi drains 40% of the United States and then pours itself into the Gulf. En route, the river brings with it the fine silts washing out of forests and fields, and the rich residue of geologic change, the coarse sand and chips and flakes of stone running off the ever-changing face of the land. The river, in a sense, skims up the mineral and organic fruits of the continent and delivers them to the Gulf, along with some other of the country's most storied waterways, including the Rio Grande, the Colorado, the Escambia, and the Suwannee rivers. My hometown was across the river from St. Louis. Just north of my hometown is an area you may not have heard of, the name Hartford, but you certainly know what happened there. It was on May 18, 1804, that Meriwether Lewis and William Clark started their expedition west to find a pathway to the Pacific Ocean. They went up the Missouri River, and it is at Hartford where the Missouri and the Mississippi join. On November 1805, they were successful and they made their way to the Pacific Ocean. On May 14th of 2004, 200 years after Lewis and Clark started their expedition, there was another celebration at Hartford, Illinois, and it was the celebration of a replica of the fort that they encamped in before they started their expedition, a museum that shows the boat that they used cut in half so you could see how stocked with materials it was for their trip west. There was another part of the project area that was to celebrate that 200 years that wasn't finished until May of 2010. In April of 2010, my mom and I went by that Confluence Tower, and the designer of the fountains happened to be there, and he took the two of us up to the third part of the tower, and we could see the Mississippi River, the Missouri River, the floodplains, the wetlands, and the farmland nearby. I'm standing next to the Fox River in Brookfield today. The Fox River Environmental Corridor surrounds me. You can hear sounds, you can see how beautiful it is. The Fox River flows into the Illinois River, and the Illinois River flows into the Mississippi River. So when I grew up, what was it about the river that drew me to it? First, I wanted to go near the river. I wanted to go down the concrete spillway. I wanted to go over the river, the bridges, especially the bridges that took me to St. Louis and other locations. I wanted to go on the river for recreation. I went with my neighbors, my friends, and their father. We boated, we went fishing. The river can be serene. It can be lifeblood. It provides food, it provides water. It can be devastating. The floods, the houses flowing down the river. But whatever happens, it's always the river.